You wake up. You have a plan. Today is different. You can feel it. You open your eyes, and for one brief second, you are ready. And then your hand reaches for your phone. Not because you decided to, not because you chose to. It just happened. And 20 minutes later, you are still there, lying in bed, scrolling through nothing, watching time disappear. You put the phone down. You feel a small wave of guilt. You tell yourself you will start in 10 minutes. 10 minutes becomes an hour. An hour becomes the whole morning. And by the time afternoon hits, that feeling of being ready is completely gone. You do not feel lazy. You feel stuck. There is a difference. And that difference is everything. Here is what nobody is telling you. You are not lazy. Lazy people do not feel guilt. Lazy people do not lie awake at night replaying wasted days. Lazy people do not have a voice inside their head screaming that they are capable of more. That voice inside you, that is proof that laziness is not your problem. Your problem is something else entirely. Your brain is addicted to comfort. Let that sink in for a second. Your brain has been quietly, slowly, without you even noticing, building a habit of choosing ease over effort. Every single time you picked up your phone, instead of starting that project, your brain got rewarded. Every time you watched one more video, instead of doing the work, your brain released dopamine. A little hit of pleasure, a little signal that said, yes, do that again, and your brain listened. Because that is what brains do. They follow the reward. This is not a character flaw, this is biology. Your brain is designed to conserve energy and seek pleasure. For thousands of years, that was survival. But in the modern world, that same mechanism is working against you. Because now, pleasure is everywhere. It is one tap away, one scroll away, one click away, and your brain cannot tell the difference between real reward and fake reward. It just knows it felt good. So it keeps pulling you back. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Every time you gave in, you were not just wasting time. You were training yourself. You were teaching your brain a lesson. The lesson was this: when something feels hard, avoid it. When discomfort shows up, run. When the work gets heavy, find something easier. And now, that lesson is so deep in your nervous system that it fires automatically. You do not even make the decision anymore. Your brain makes it for you before you're even conscious of what is happening. That is why willpower does not work. That is why motivation disappears. That is why you can feel completely fired up at night, making plans, setting goals, telling yourself tomorrow is the day, and then wake up the next morning and feel absolutely nothing. The motivation was real, but it was no match for a pattern your brain has been reinforcing for months, maybe years. So what do you actually do about this? First, you stop fighting your brain and start understanding it. The brain avoids discomfort because it thinks discomfort is dangerous. Your job is to prove it wrong, not with force, not with punishment, with evidence. Small, repeated, undeniable evidence that doing the hard thing does not destroy you. That sitting down to work for 15 minutes is survivable. That starting before you feel ready does not kill you. Every time you push through the resistance, even for 5 minutes, you're rewriting that old lesson. You are sending a new signal. Discomfort is okay. I can handle this. Second, you shrink the target. Your brain resists big things. Big goals feel threatening. Your brain looks at build a successful business or get in the best shape of my life, and it panics. It sees too much uncertainty, too much effort, too much potential for failure, so it shuts down. You need to make the target so small that your brain cannot argue with it. Not work for 2 hours, work for 10 minutes. Not write the whole chapter, write one paragraph, not transform your life. Take one small step. The goal is not to do everything. The goal is to break the avoidance pattern. And tiny actions break it just as effectively as massive ones. Sometimes more effectively because they actually happen. Third, you redesign your environment. This is the part most people skip. They try to outthink their brain while sitting inside a trap. Your phone on the desk is a trap. Notifications turned on is a trap. A messy workspace is a trap. Social media apps on your home screen is a trap. You are not weak for falling into traps, but you are responsible for removing them. Put the phone in another room. Turn off every notification that is not essential. Create a space that is designed for one thing only: focused work. Your environment is either working for you or against you. Right now, for most people, it is working against them. Fourth, you stop waiting to feel ready. Ready is a feeling. And that feeling was manufactured by your brain to protect you from discomfort. You are never going to feel ready for the things that matter. You were not ready the first time you tried anything hard in your life, but you did it anyway, and you figured it out. That is how it always works. Readiness does not come before action. It comes from action. You start, and then you get ready, not the other way around. Here is the shift that changes everything. You stop asking, "Do I feel like doing this?" and you start asking, "Who do I want to be?" Because the version of you that you are trying to become does not wait for motivation. That version shows up anyway. That version does the work on the days it is hard. That version has built a relationship with discomfort that most people never develop. And the only way to become that version is to start acting like that version right now. Before you feel like it, before you are ready, before the motivation shows up. You are not going to fix this overnight. That is not how the brain works. You built this pattern over a long time, and it will take time to rebuild. But here's what is true. Every single day you choose effort over comfort, the addiction weakens. Every day you push through the resistance, but the resistance gets smaller. Every day you show up for your goals, you are becoming someone different. Someone who does not need to feel motivated to move. Someone who has learned that discomfort is not the enemy. Discomfort is the path. There will be days you fall back. Days you reach for the phone. Days the old pattern wins. That is not failure. That is human. What matters is what you do next. You do not let one bad day become two. You do not let one slip become a story about who you are. You acknowledge it, you reset, and you come back. Because here's the truth about you. You are not lazy. You have never been lazy. You are someone whose brain learned the wrong lesson, and now you know the right one. Comfort is not the reward. Growth is the reward. The version of you on the other side of the resistance, that is the reward. Stop letting your brain choose your life for you. Start choosing it yourself. One decision, one small action, one moment of choosing hard over easy. That is where it starts. That is where it always starts. Do it today. Not because you feel like it, because you have decided who you are going to be. Who